I'm live, just like that. No intro, no nothing. So let's check her out. How's everybody doing? Sunday Live. Ask me anything. Do. YouTube Studio. No, it's not really what I want to do. Your channel. Go to your channel. Okay. Do. Yeah, good. All right. Mute that. Come back over here. Hey, what's on, Terry? How are you? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming by. Just going live, trying to get used to going live again. Basically, it's been a bit of a time since I went live. Um, yeah, how you doing? What are you up to? How's everything treating you lately? Got a couple of things we're going to touch on here. Uh, First was to check the make sure we're good. So we're good. We're obviously good on YouTube. Thank you for that. Uh, so I've been dialing into content creation for people my age, over 50, right? And midlife people who are not sure. The heat is ridiculous. It was hot today. Um, People who are not sure if they should get involved in content creation. What really triggered it was walking into Walmart, and it happened in the same day. I walked into Walmart, and there was the greeter there. Guy was in his 70s. I felt kind of bad that he was working, that he had to work. Then I ended up, I go to the gas station, really like a little bit later after that. There's a old people working in the gas station, like in their 70s. And it's just like, it hits me like, 68% of Americans don't think they're going to be prepared for retirement, and that they're going to end up having to supplement their income somehow. So you're going to work in a gas station, you're going to work in a supermarket, you're going to work in a Walmart, or do you want to be a content creator? Stay home, make some money sitting at your computer. 2 o'clock in the morning, anytime you want to do it, you can do it, and it's easy to get started. Yeah, it's disgusting. Okay, it really is. I'm going to put that up there because you know it's true, and they do have to, and it's sad, really. It's a promise that was made to us. You work hard, raise your family, do your thing, buy a house, pay it off the house, blah 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 blah, do all the things right, and have the 401k, Social Security, and it still ain't enough, right? So they're telling you need like $2 million put aside in your 401k to retire comfortably, to be able to do what you want to do, travel, whatever you want to do, right? That's what they're saying. It's impossible. Well, it's not impossible, but it's very hard. Um, so that's one thing. So 67%. Well, 63% of Americans worry that they're not going to be able to retire, and a lot of people have just given up saving because I just can't. So it's like how much is Social Security is going to be a couple of grand a month, and then you're going to have another couple of grand coming in from your 401k. So hopefully you got between 5 and 6k coming in, so you can be comfortable. Hopefully your house is paid off, so that'll be a little bit of a relief, right? But so what I'm doing and what I did, I created the YouTube channel. Through the YouTube channel, I was able to get involved with the Amazon product review videos, and able to make a decent part-time income. Actually, it's more than part-time income. It's decent, and some months are really good. My best month, it was close to 10,000. That was in December, with incentives and other things going on. So that was great. That's from like 5 or 6 different income streams, right? So uh, but you have to have all these income streams in order to do it. Not a lot of months are only a couple of grand, right? So it's not consistent, but it's still better than, welcome to Walmart. So I was thinking about that though. So 6% of Americans say they have saved $1 million or more in their 401k. So it's like only 6% of Americans are even have $1 million set aside for retirement. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. So if you're a middle-aged content creator or you're a middle-aged person and you're like, how do you get involved? I'm too old. Maybe that's the biggest thing is I'm too old, right? Well, you're not too old because there's an audience out there for every age group. Okay, there's people that want to listen to middle-aged people. There's people who want to watch teeny boppers dance. There's people who want to watch tutorials. There's people who want to watch funny stuff. There's people that want to watch scary stuff. There's people who want to watch violent stuff. And so there's an audience for just about anything. What is it that you do? What have you done? If you're a middle-aged person, you've surely lived a life and you've surely done a lot of stuff, right? I've worn a lot of hats in my life and I've learned a lot of things. I can make a YouTube channel on a bunch of different things, right? But why not ask ChatGPT, right? So, turn around and ask ChatGPT, I work as a blank, right? I got it written down over here, right? Tell me 20 problems that I solve on a daily basis that other people would pay money to learn, right? Just ask ChatGPT. ChatGPT will give you 20 things, some of them that you didn't think of. So I did that, right? And I started a whole nother YouTube channel and a whole nother income stream because of this idea. You ask ChatGPT, they gave me an idea, a small fraction of my job, a little piece of it that I didn't think was going to be something that you would focus on. ChatGPT told me focus on that. So turn around, made a course on how to get over that little thing, and it's amazing. Okay, it's an amazing thing. So now I've got a course, I've got a PDF, I've got images, I've got a Canva deck, a slide deck, all made in ChatGPT and Canva and other things, right? But just keep asking ChatGPT questions. And if you don't know how to do something, like I didn't know how to do the Canva thing, so I said, how do you do that? They tell me how to do it, and I did it. And you can even talk to ChatGPT now. If you hit the lines, the 3 lines that are this way, okay, you got the microphone. Don't hit the microphone, hit the lines, and it'll talk to you. And you can talk to it, and you can ask it questions. It'll tell you stuff back. Just keep asking the questions. You have no excuse, okay? You can't say I don't know how, because it's in your hand. All anything you need to know, just ask Chatty, right? ChatGPT, how do you do this? How do you do that? How do you do this? Why isn't it working for me? Well, I'm doing this, and this. What's missing? Why is not working? What I did, another thing I did for another YouTube channel that I have, is I found somebody that I admired that had just hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, and went into chat, downloaded, put the link for that channel in, put a link for my channel in, and said, I want to emulate this channel. I want to be like, give me some action steps, and boom, 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 gave me a whole bunch of action steps to do, and incredibly, all of a sudden now it's doing better. So it's like having an assistant. It's having somebody to bounce ideas off of. Now it's not going to do the work. It's not going to do the final product. You're going to be the creator. You're going to create the final product. You're going to put your own spin on everything, but it's going to help you point you in the right direction for things you weren't even thinking about, right? And then so you ask it for that top 20 things. What's the top 20 things in my profession, in my job, in my hobby, in my activity? It doesn't have to be your job. It could be an activity that you do, right? It could be golf, could be anything, right? Of these 20 things you told me, what would you focus on and why, right? And they'll tell you. It'll tell you, and from there, and then you say, and what would be the next step? What would you do? And how do you create a sales funnel? And boom, that was the other thing. So now I made a sales funnel, right? Made a sales funnel, landing page, sales page, PDF file, Canva deck, all of these things. And so now I have a digital product made in ChatGPT, from ChatGPT in Canva, right? with me working on it, me putting it together. But the idea isn't bouncing off of ChatGPT. And it's a $19.99 product. It's a simple thing to get from point A to point B on this small aspect of my job. That's it hit me. I was like, of course, that's a pretty serious little thing there. $19.99 digital product. They're going to download it, upload it, send me money, boom, 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 and it's going to be great. We're going to see what happens. It's going to be probably ready to go by the end of next week because there's a lot of steps going involved, and it takes some hours to build the website, sales funnels, and all that stuff. And if you don't know how to do it, you ask ChatGPT. How do you do it? How do you do that? Right? Pretty simple stuff. Let me see what else I got in here for. A lot of people are talking about, I don't want to start a YouTube channel because I can't make money with the AdSense. You have to have 1,000 subscribers. You have to have 4,000 watch hours or whatever it is now. The thing is, that's vanity metrics. Okay, you don't need 100,000 subscribers. It's nice. I'm looking forward to getting 100,000 subscribers, but you don't make money with 100,000 subscribers. You could have 100,000 subscribers and still not make any money. Okay, and that happens. But what you want to do is you want. I'm going to try and get this out quickly. You niche down, okay? And again, I always use baseball, sports. So sports is too big of a niche. You're going to go down to baseball. Baseball's too big of a niche. You're going to go down to pitching. Pitching is too big of a niche. You're going to go down to knuckleballs. Knuckleballs, okay? We're going to work on knuckleball content in a knuckleball channel, and just a small aspect of it. And you're going to build on that knuckleball. Now, what happens is people who like knuckleballs are watching your video, right? So only people who like knuckleballs watch your video. They watch the whole video. So the watch time, ding, ding, ding. The watch time is very important. So the watch time, they watch the whole thing. If they all watch your video from front to back, from beginning to end, they'll start showing it to more and more people, to bigger audiences. You'll go from pitching to baseball to sports and up into the other niches, right? But you can't get exposed from the beginning. You have to start tight. You have to get down into the tightness, right? But the other thing is, once you get the watch time and it's going to open it up, then you're going to get more views. So it doesn't matter how many subscribers you have, because it has nothing to do with subscribers. It has to do with watch time. Okay. You get a video that they watch the whole thing from, they'll just keep showing it to more people. Now it's a numbers game. So you're going to convert it 1% to 2%. You're going to have your YouTube video. Now let's talk about the Lego guy, right? So the Lego guy has a Lego channel. He has a Lego channel on YouTube. He puts the Lego stuff together, the Star Wars, is all those things, right? And in the link in the description, he puts a link for to send people to Amazon or Lego or wherever he's got a deal with, and he puts an affiliate link. It's called an affiliate link, and the affiliate link is tagged to him, so that when someone clicks the link and makes a purchase, he gets a commission, whatever it is. Amazon could be 1 to 4%. Some places up to 50%, depending, right? Which is pretty cool. So it doesn't matter how many subscribers you have. It has to do with the video, how well it's watched, and how many views it gets. Because it gets 100,000 views, 1 to 2% of those people. What's going to happen is a percentage of the people who watch the video are going to look at the description. A percentage of those people are going to click the link, and a percentage of those people are going to buy the product. So it's like and that's how it works. And you could say, Jim, I don't get a lot of views. I'm not going to make a lot of money affiliate marketing. But here's the thing. I call it my clone army, right? So I have a clone army. Every time I make a video, that's a clone of me, right? Going out on the internet. It doesn't sleep. It's a clone. It works 24/7. People in India can watch it at 2:00 in the morning, and click the links, and I can make commissions. So it's clones. Every time I make a video, it's a clone of me. It's my clone army. It's out there. So I started out with no videos. Then I started out with 1. Then I made 3. Then I made 5. Then I had 10. Then I had 100. Right. And so now your army's growing. Now instead of having 1 video out there, 1 clone out there fighting for you, you got 100 clones out there now. So now your percentages just went up 100-fold, right? So by the year 3, if you're putting out 1 video a week, you're gonna have like 300 videos, right? That's what you got to do. Don't worry about subscribers because that'll come later. Yeah, so speaking of low views, right? So my video only got 57 views. My video only got 60 views. This isn't working. Could you imagine if you were a toilet paper salesman and you were going to be put in a room? I told you I have a room full of 60 people who are the buying agents for facilities that they need toilet paper. Do you think that I'd be excited to speak to those 60 people? So you have to attract the right people to your video. If the right 60 people are watching your video and you convert it 10%, then 6 people made a purchase. Okay, that's not too bad, right? That's not too bad. The trick is you have to get the people interested in the video to watch the video. That's what it is, right? Oh yeah, the digital product. I mentioned the digital product, but I didn't really go into how it became a thing. So I asked ChatGPT, I am a blank. Give me 20 things that I do every day that people would pay money to learn, and it gave me 20 things. And then I asked it, of those 20 things, what one thing would you concentrate on and why? It gave me one thing and why. It was trending, right? And it was a pain point. It made sense. And then I asked it, let me ask it again. So I want to make my first $1,000 online. How do I do it? Right? And then you can ask it for 10 digital product ideas or 20 digital product ideas based on that idea, right? And it gives you it gives it to you. And then you have to make it. Okay, then you have to see. People are saying AI is going to change the world. It's taking away creativity. People are not creating. You are creating. It's an assistant, a soundboard, somebody to bounce ideas off of, somebody that's smarter than you, who has access to all the information on the internet, that you can ask it questions in a second, get answers, rather than you go do a search, right? And you can put things together, figure it out, and then go put it together. And so it's not made by AI, it's made by you, but you're using AI to create it. Okay, hopefully that is understandable, and it makes sense that it's not plagiarism. What is it? If AI does all the work, then it's not your work, right? In the Amazon product videos. Okay, so the Amazon Influencer Program. First of all, you have to be an associate. You got to start with associates. First, you have to have a YouTube channel, Facebook, a TikTok, an Instagram, something, right? Some social media with a following. You apply for the Influencer Program, you get approved. You start making videos. Now, they turn around and tell you, start with everything around your house. Okay, everything that is sold on Amazon, you could do a 3-minute video, 1-minute video, whatever on it. You're familiar with it, you use it, you can do good videos. It's a good way to get started because you're familiar with these products, right? Your coffee maker, your toaster, your whatever, all these things that you have, your garden stuff, the stuff, your leaf blower, your snow blower, anything you got, pull out your junk drawer, all that stuff in there, the can opener, the pencil, the pencil sharpener, the stickers, anything you got in that junk drawer, you can make videos on, right? Anything you got under your kitchen sink, you can make videos on. Anything you got in your pantry, you can make videos on. Anything you got in your laundry room, you can make videos on. So, I mean, it's a lot of stuff. And you make these videos, right? Little videos. And the whole thing is the Amazon videos are not review videos where you're going through everything about the product, okay? You can do that. But Amazon, you're on the Amazon product page. People are already on the product page. They're already looking at the product. They're already thinking about buying the product. Your job is to get them to buy. So your job is to just make that last click. So, what is the pain points of the product? What are the things that they're saying in the comments or in the reviews that they don't like or what's bad about it or whatever. And so you make videos on that, right? So people look down at, I don't know if I like it and whatever. I don't know if it comes true to size, and you could put down there, yeah, it comes true to size, or it runs a little small or whatever. So that you could do it on that, right? Because you're just trying to get them over the hump to make the sale, right? To make the purchase, because they're already there. The hard part about making money online has always been the traffic, driving traffic to your offer. Like I said before, so many people are going to watch your video. So many people are going to, a percentage of those are going to look at the description. A percentage of those are going to click the link, and a percentage of those are going to buy something, right? Same thing. It's all percentages. It's all percentages. I use a tool called Viral View. I don't have the link with me now. If you watch some of my other videos, you can see a link and save 10% on it. It's great. Creative Connections is a part of Amazon Influencer Program. I'm tripling my Amazon income with Creative Connections. I'm getting stuff sent to me every day. I guess it's a bot. It scans everything. It tells you what campaigns you already have videos for. It uploads all of them for you. Then it goes ahead and you check it every couple of days because there's always new campaigns. And if you're searching for something, like I was searching for a weed whacker, so for my yard, so I put it in there, weed whacker. Went to Viral View, hit the button. A bunch of them came up. They were ranked. This one had this many sales, no videos, looked great. So I bought it. It's already ranking, already sold a bunch of stuff. So very close to paying for itself right now. And then it'll be a plus product in the future. Every month it'll be making like $100. So pretty cool, right? And I found that product through Viral View. Now the trick is to keep finding products like that that are going to make you $100 a month from commissions, and all of a sudden now you're making thousands of dollars a month, because same thing with the Clone Army. You put out these videos, and they just keep making money. Sprinkles of Whimsy, oh my God, yeah, oh yeah. Well, I tell you what, you gotta be a hustler. So what's working for me is Creative Connections, like I was just saying, and I'm using the Viral View extension to find products, to get products, and to get high commissions. It's working really well for me. Let me see what you got here. Yeah, so yeah, I was making thousands too. The Amazon commissions have gone down, right? But it's a 5 income stream program, right? You've got the on-site, you got the off-site, right? Then you've got live streams. If you've got a following, you can go live streams. You got brand deals. You got people that are sending you money. Sending you products for money. I get paid for a lot of videos that I do, and then I sell those products on the side. So I'm making 5 income streams off Amazon. So the Amazon commissions, which were great at the beginning, aren't my number one thing, and they're not the number one reason I'm making money on Amazon. Amazon is just opening the door for other ways for me to make money. Creative Connections, you got to get more involved, and the Viral View, it'll automate it so you can send messages quicker. Okay, and it'll I uploaded so much. It was just incredible. I have videos, if you check it out on my channel, about it. TikTok is better, but the problem with TikTok is it's hit and miss for me. And I've had a couple of videos go viral on TikTok and then not been able to do a thing for forever. So it's to me, and the violations are hard to deal with. So I don't take chances anymore. I don't do supplements, which is most of the stuff that they have. And, so that's the problem. Do I get paid for Creative Connections? I think you're asking if the brands are going to pay me to make the videos and Creative Connections, and so far that answer is no. But I haven't ruled out parlaying some of those into live streams and charging for the live streams. So in other words, my angle is going to be, all right, you've got these many things in Creative Connections. I'm going to make videos for them. but now I can put 20 of them in a live stream and go live for you, and hey, Adam's here. What's going on? Welcome. So, so you try and parlay, you always try and parlay it into something else. So if they have one product, you say, if you're going to do it for $50, I'll do 3 for 75, or I'll do 3 for 80, or whatever. You got 3 products. I always make a deal, right? So send me more products. Can you send me products every week? Okay, because then I'll do them for less, right? Or especially if they're a studio, if I can stand here and do the video without B-roll, without having to go and do something with the product, that's even better. Like putting furniture together, I won't do for free. Installing electronic stuff like ceiling fans and stuff like that, I won't do for free. But little things that I'm just going to stand here and hold up and talk about, that's simple stuff. I just did 12 videos in an hour before I started the live stream, just standing here with products, Hey, yeah, Atlantic City, excellent stuff. Good luck there. Good luck there. And what do we got? Sprinkles. So YouTube is going to start to come for TikTok with this shovel. I think so. Yeah, you do, but that'll open up probably. That's the start. So they'll start with that, and then they'll open it up to anybody in the YouTube partner program. They try stuff and then they open it up more. Hoping, or by that time maybe you have 10,000 subscribers. That's the deal. Now I know I said that it doesn't matter. Subscribers doesn't matter, but it's nice to have. It's nice to have. Yep, a lot of the e-bike ones want them to return it. Yep, for sure. I'm looking to get a couple. So that's another thing about Creative Connections. So I go into Creative Connections and I'll put a keyword. It'll all come up. Then I'll hit the viral view, and I can send all those people messages, like boom, like that. So I would send 10 e-bike campaigns messages, boom, and then I'd go to coffee makers, espresso machines, send 5 messages for espresso machines. And just keep doing it with the viral view because it was just quick, and it's like being in Atlantic City. It's addicting. Okay, what do we got? Most want free. Okay, and this is at the beginning, everything was free. I was doing stuff for free, so you do it for free. Like I said, especially if it's a simple product, you can just stand there and do, right? And you don't have to set up and do B-roll. And like I got a steamer, so now I got to steam a suit or a shirt or something. So, or I got the video doorbell here. So this is going to be a pain in the butt to do, right? So you start out free. Then you turn around when you get a rapport with them and they start sending you stuff. You turn around and say, listen, love working with you. I'm starting to get busy. Paid people are paying me to do it. Paid stuff is going to come precedence. Can you maybe find some room in your budget to throw me something for my efforts? And I always call it video budget. What's your video budget? Because they have a budget. What's your video budget? Because I'm working for you. I don't work for free, right? For sure. Time is money. But again, I'm going to go back to this one, right? Sprinkles, because you have to look at the sales history. Most of these products, when they're doing this, there's no sales history. There's no way to know. But if you find the product that's going to have a good sales, all of a sudden you got the product for free. You did the video and it gets 3,000 sales a month, and you're getting, 15, 20 sales a month out of that, or whatever the percentage is. It's worth it. Right? Definitely worth it, especially if it's an expensive product and you're getting a good commission, 4% commission product. You got to look at a lot of things when it comes to that, right? Because, and I started asking, what's your monthly sales on that product? And then, because they're always asking me for my reports. Do you have any sales reports? So I'm asking them for their damn sales reports. It's ridiculous. So I said, what's the sales report on that product? Do you have any sales on there? You want me to? Because they'll turn around and say, no, it's I'm sending you a free product. You make Amazon commissions. And I'm like, well, Amazon commissions. What's the sales on the product? I can't make commissions if you don't make sales, right? Hold on, we got to catch up. I don't know what that means. So be a little more specific. The answer is probably no, because I don't know what that means. License meaning, did I give them permission to use my content for their video? You mean? And here we go. Adam says, does Walmart have that type of? Walmart has Walmart Creator Program, but it's not the same. It's basically the Amazon Associate Program for Walmart. You make content and drive traffic to Walmart. It's not really a video program, unless it changed in the last couple of weeks. Yeah, Walmart's a good platform, and it's just like Amazon. Most things you buy on there aren't from Walmart. I was shopping today. I bought a sports team mug. I thought I was going to MLB or to the team store. It was Walmart, and it was a licensed, MLB product. So that's not from Walmart. That's from a store selling on Walmart.com. I've had some videos get taken down. I've had a lot of videos muted, which really got me angry, because it was all, I made sure that they were, royalty-free music, and it didn't matter. I did a video on a CD player, and my son's in a band. He wrote the freaking song, and I played that song, and they muted the video. So I'm like, I can't win. So yeah, Target, they're all going to do it, and they're all going to have their own partner programs. They're all going to have their affiliate programs. They're all going to have eventually their own live selling programs. They should do video. Now, this is the thing. See, you go back to 2017, 2018, Amazon didn't have videos. Amazon slowly brought that all out. Right. I kind of thought Walmart was going to do the same thing in stages, so if you get in, you don't have to be approved anymore. So that's why I got in early. Target, I actually got denied for Target. That's ridiculous. There is tools. Viral View doesn't do it yet, but if I ask him to, he might go through, find videos that the links are bad, so you can upload new links to those videos. I'm actually gonna talk to him about that. Yeah. So that's really all I had. Really all I had. But I will go back to the middle-aged content creator. I'm too old to start. They need someone to do yard stuff. They need someone to. This is funny stuff. Incontinence underwear, right? Incontinence underwear. So that's what happens when you got gray hair. They send you that kind of stuff to do videos on, right? So no matter how old you are, right, or what age, what gender, what religion, what color, no matter what you are, you can be a content creator, because there's going to be somebody that relates to you, resonates with you, and is going to like what you have to say, and you're going to influence them to make buying decisions. Pretty simple, pretty wild stuff, really. And like I fell into it backwards. I never thought I was going to be a product reviewer. I was like, are you kidding me? That's not something. I'm not going to do that. Yep. Yep. I definitely can. You want to know what I did? I just did the video before. Like I told you, I did 12 videos. I poured 4 ounces of water into the damn thing, and it sucked it all up pretty good. So I don't know what an average, movement is, but I thought 4 ounces was pretty good. Took it like a champ. For sure. Yeah. So it's never too late to start. All right. Like it's like when was the best time to plant a tree 10 years ago? What's the second best time today? Because you do it now. Do it now. Now is the best time. And people always don't get started because they're afraid. Oh, I need 100,000 followers to make any money doing it. I'm not going to waste my time. And there's so many success stories of people making money right from the beginning. And I made my first money online, and it's not consistent, but the trick is to have multiple streams, from different places, so that when one is strong and one is weak, it doesn't matter. It always changes. I do UGC. I do, and I don't charge enough for it, but I do. I have we didn't touch on it today, but I have a Fiverr gig for UGC. I have a Fiverr gig for Shabo videos. I have a Fiverr gig for UGC. I have a Fiverr gig for live streams. But 40, I didn't know 40 was the demographic, so I'll definitely be checking that. Where do you go to find your UGC stuff? And I haven't done Whatnot in a while. Actually, it's probably around Christmas time, a little after Christmas time. The last time I did Whatnot. And the reason being, I'm drowning in products. I got shelves of stuff everywhere, and I got to get rid of it. But I don't have the box. I threw out all my boxes, so shipping is going to be a pain in the butt. My Fiverr's not doing well. I get one every couple of weeks. I just had one, and it took me like 3 or 4 different times. They still weren't happy with it, and I thought I was doing everything the way they wanted it, so I just backed out of it. I said, I'm not doing it the right way, I guess. So I go find somebody else. But yeah, that was they wanted me to be an AI, and after I started doing this, I don't want to be an AI. They would like an AI model, right? So they wanted me to do all these things, and I guess I don't know, maybe because of my accent, I don't know, but I couldn't make them happy. But I got to go on Whatnot for sure. Fiverr, Upwork, Join Brands. I haven't looked into. Upwork. I got to look into too. I know what Upwork is. I just don't have an account there. But yeah, I should do that. Putting that stuff together, though, you got to keep updating your media kit, right? You got to keep updating your media kit because you're getting better at all the time. So my original media kit has some of my old videos in it, which aren't bad, but I have better equipment now, better lighting, better camera. I'm a little bit more comfortable on camera. Yeah. So I'm glad you're still on Whatnot. Whatnot can be good, and I tell you what, I had a bunch of cigar stuff. Right, like I got a humidor here, but there was a point in time where I had like 50 lighters, cutters, all kinds of cigar stuff, humidors, travel humidors, all kinds of stuff. And I went on Whatnot, and I went on I forget what category it was, the everything category, right? Didn't get any sales. Then I went on a friend of mine, another creator, Billy said, why don't you try going on golf? Golf guys always smoke cigars. I said, all right. So I put it in the golf category. I sold everything, boom, like that. It was crazy. So it matters what category you're in. And I kept going into electronics when half my stuff wasn't electronics. I had electronics, but half my stuff wasn't electronics. So I wasn't, so like, I'm not like one specific thing. So that was the problem with that. I thought, but I'm going to work on that. I got to do a whatnot sale. Photoshop AI. What? Photoshop is, I never used it, but I think that I don't know anything about it really to say anything, so I'm going to keep my mouth shut. But everybody's got their own AI, and AI is really, like I said before, you use AI as an assistant, as like a mastermind. Instead of going to a mastermind where there's like 5 guys sitting around bouncing ideas off each other, you could do it with ChatGPT. Easy peasy. This is a lonely business, right? This is a lonely business. Do I use any AI? Oh, that's a good question. We were just saying it, right? I use a lot. So I use ChatGPT. I do use Gemini. Any other AIs do I use? I'm sure I use AI in some apps. I'm sure I do. I'm not thinking clearly, but yeah, I do use AI, and I won't let it create stuff for me. I'll let it lay out bullet points. I'll like for scripts and stuff like that. I'll get ideas. I'll put this organize. I'll speak and I'll say organize this. Put this in bullet points. And stuff like that. I use it as an assistant basically. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know anything about that. I don't know. So I can't. Captions app is pretty good. Oh, Captions app. I'll have to check that out. So yeah, so I do use AI, and you should. People, AI is not going to take your job. The person using AI is going to take your job. Okay. AI is going to make all the mediocre workers better workers. It's going to make the good workers great workers. If you use it properly, and that's the fact. It's like uh, um, you go from rotary phone to push button phone, right? And you got the holdouts saying, I'm going to keep my rotary phone, but because they don't want to move on to technology. And then they got the people that had the flip phones. And then when they moved over to the regular phone, I'm not going to move over to the smartphone. You got to move with the times. You got to use technology. You got to keep going. And that's right. It's not going away. You have to adapt. You do have to adapt, and you have to use it. You have to figure out, because it's always changing too. I mean, it's scary stuff. If you start asking it stuff about you, it'll what do you know about me? Like I turned around and said, after I've been using it for a while, a couple of weeks, couple of months, a few months, whatever, maybe a year now. But I said, what's my elevator pitch? You know me better than I know myself. What if someone asked me what I did? What would be my elevator pitch? And damn it, if it didn't tell me exactly what my elevator pitch would have been, to cut it down into a nice 2-sentence thing. And I was like, you know what? I would have never came up with that, but that's exactly what I am. That's exactly what I am. It's crazy. It's crazy. What's my elevator pitch? Yeah, it is interesting. AI, it's like the movies. They know it's alive. The freaking thing is alive. It's scary. It's scary. It is. All right. All right. So it's 11 o'clock. We're going to call it a night. We're going to probably come live on Sundays if I can. We'll see how it goes. And so tell your friends. do it again sometime. Thank you guys for hanging out. Subscribe to the channel. We're all about all kinds of ways of making money online, especially side hustles, Amazon, YouTube, TikTok, you name it, we try it. I try it so that you could figure it out. And have a great week. 4th of July, it's over. I got to go back to work. It sucks. See you next time, Sprinkles of Whimsy. I love that name. Good name. All right, so now I'm going to go to, where is my, there it is. My outro. This is my outro. It's an old one.